Hello everyone and welcome to our grammar session on English tenses. You learned in the previous videos all about tenses one by one. Now it's time to talk about comparison of tenses. It's one more video about comparison of tenses. Students are sometimes confused about using correct tense in their speaking. So let's talk about it. Let's clarify about comparison of two tenses in this video. The two tenses we are going to compare today in this video is about simple present and present continuous tense. They're somehow similar to each other according to the concept, and it's a little bit confusing where to use present simple, where to use present continuous. They are both present tenses. Let's begin. Initially, simple present and present continuous tense are different according to structures. Of course, they are different according to the concept. Look at these examples. I speak, simple present. I'm speaking, present continuous. You speak, simple present. You are speaking, present continuous. We speak, simple present. We are speaking, present continuous. They speak, simple present. They are speaking, present continuous. He speaks, simple present. He is speaking, present continuous. She speaks, simple present. She is speaking, present continuous. It speaks, simple present. It is speaking, present continuous. So, according to the timeline, in the timeline of the tenses, simple present tense is used to show the kind of actions which are true in present, were true in the past, and will be true in the future. Those things happened in the past, those things are happening now, and they will be happening in the future. Present continuous tense shows an action which is ongoing in the present, which is happening at the moment of speaking, while we are talking. So according to the timeline. Let's come to some of the usages and the specific differences of these two tenses regarding their concepts. Present simple is used to show things which are always true, Present continuous is used for things which are happening at the moment of speaking. Look at these two examples. Water boils at 100 degrees. It's a true issue and it's a fact. Of course, water boils at 100 degrees. It's a fact, it's a true. And the water is boiling now, so you can make tea. It means right now it's happening, it's boiling, and it's ready to be made tea. Hope it's clear. The second sentence, permanent situation and the temporary situation. Simple present tense shows permanent situation. Present continuous tense shows temporary situation. If you want to say something which is permanent, use simple present tense. And if you want to present something which is temporary, you can use present continuous tense. Look at these examples. Nargis lives in Kabul. It means her house is in Kabul, her family is in Kabul, and he lives in Kabul not only for 1 day, for 2 days, for 3 days. He lives in Kabul. His life is in Kabul. It's a permanent situation. And with present continuous tense, Nargis is living in Kabul for a year. It means he is from somewhere else. He might be from Mazar, from Jalalabad, from Laghman, from Logar, from Mazar, or any other province of Afghanistan. But now he is living in Kabul for how long? For a year. Second sentence, my friend works in UN. It means he works in UN not only for 1 day, not for 2 days, not for 3 days. He works forever. It's not easy to get a job in UN. Once you get a job in UN, then of course you love to stay there forever because they give good salary and they provide best facilities and best things to their employees. That's why everyone loves to work there. My friend works in UN. It's a permanent situation. My friend is working in UN in this month. It might be a project-based job. It might be a project-based career, and he is working in the UN only for a month. It's a temporary situation. Hope it's clear. Come to the next part. The next part, simple present tense, is used for habits or things we do regularly. Those things we do regularly, we use simple present tense. Regularly, it means according to a schedule, according to a daily base, weekly base, monthly base, we do the action. So that's called regularly. And once again, present continuous tense, temporary or new habits. We use present continuous tense for temporary actions or new habits also. We use present continuous tense. Look at these examples. I have eggs in my breakfast every morning. Every morning is a regular action. It's a regular time, and it shows something which happens regularly. So I have eggs in my breakfast every morning. It's a regular action. It happens all the time. As on the timeline, every morning, I have eggs. Next example with present continuous. I'm drinking too much tea these days because I teach a lot. So it means it's not a regular action. It's a temporary or a new habit. Nowadays, I teach a lot of classes, and I know it's good for me to drink tea. That's why I'm drinking too much tea these days because I teach a lot. It's a new habit. For a new habit, I use present continuous tense. Hope it's clear. The next one. Simple present or present simple is used for future events which are part of a timetable. For timetables, for schedules, something we put in our schedule, we use simple present tense. My plane leaves at 8 a.m. It's in my schedule. I have to be in the airport at 8 a.m. My plane leaves. It's scheduled. It's in my timetable. And present continuous tense, future plans, arrangements. Something which is arranged in the future, something which is planned in the future, we use present continuous tense. I'm visiting a doctor after school. I'm visiting a doctor after school. So it's a plan, it's an arrangement, and I use present continuous tense. All right. So hope it's clear and hope you understood. There is one thing more. Present simple and present continuous tense. Present simple can be used with action verbs. Present continuous tense has no problem with action verbs. Present continuous tense can be used with action verbs. But present continuous tense have a problem with stative verbs, and present continuous tense cannot be used with stative verbs. When there is a stative verb and a state of present continuous tense, I have to use simple present, such as I know him, I know him. So I cannot say I am knowing him. Know is a state verb and it cannot be used with present continuous tense. Now it's correct, I know him. He trusts everyone. Trust is a stative verb. He cannot say he is trusting everyone. Not correct. He trusts everyone. Instead of present continuous, simple present. But with the action verbs, none of these tenses has a problem. He plays, he is playing. They're both correct. But remember, they show different concepts, different ideas. Hope you are clear. for the usage and definitions and the contrasts. Okay, now let's come to some quizzes about simple present and present continuous tense. I have made some gaps in these sentences according to simple present and present continuous tense. You can stop the video, you can fill these gaps, and then you can watch how do I fill them. Okay, let's come to the first sentence. The first sentence, the verb is leave. We have to use the verb leave here. Leave. Usually he at 4 p.m. But today he at 3. So in these two gaps, in one of them we have to use simple present, and then one should we use present continuous tense. When I say usually, it means the action happens regularly, so I have to use simple present. Usually he leaves at 4, but today it's a temporary action. Today he is leaving. Today he is leaving at 3. The first one, simple present. The second, present continuous. Sentence number 2. The verb is eat. Usually they. When we have the adverbs of frequency such as often, usually, sometimes, we have to use simple present. Usually they eat. Simple present. Rice, they eat rice. But today they are eating. They are eating beans. The first sentence, simple present. The second sentence, present continuous. Third sentence, the verb is watch. Usually she. Now, usually when we say it is simple present, usually she watches. So, watches. We have to add es at the end because the subject is singular. He watches love movies, but now she is watching a funny movie. So her habit is watching love movies, but for right now, at the moment, she is watching a funny movie. Sentence number 4. The verb is write. Usually the teacher writes orderly. It means banazam there we say. But today he is writing disorderly. So these are the gaps. For the things which happen regularly, which are permanent, we use simple present. And for the things which happen temporarily, for short actions or happening at the moment of speaking, we use present continuous tense. Hope we are clear about the comparison of simple past and present continuous. Thank you so much. And this was today's lesson, today's video. Hope you understood the lesson. Remember one thing, in order to be good in English language, you need to practice your English. And I can suggest you, Afghanistan English Campus is the best place to practice your English with professional teachers, with native speakers. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best. Talk to you next time.